The new Type Soul update just dropped, and there's been some pretty substantial changes. They ordered your accessories, and also they added this stat page. So you can actually see how much your accessories affect you, which I think is pretty huge. It's kind of cool. You can also see your KD over here and stuff as well. But show the new code as well. The new code is going to be Shimmer Ricotta. Wow, pretty big one. But yeah, I actually missed another code. I did the wrong one. It's another code that works as well. Pretty huge one as well. Okay, I apparently missed 2 more codes because I didn't read the whole thing until later. But here's another one for you guys. Wow, okay. And here's another one. I think that's like 150 rerolls they gave. Anyways, let's get into the content. It's pretty good. They added a brand new Shinso Shikai, which is Gins. It's a pretty good one. They added a new fighting style for round cars and for Quincy's. They added the Duo Essence. I believe this is obtainable from Clan Wars and Ranked, but they are planning on making one for boss raids, so we'll have to wait and see on that. A new legendary Shrift for Quincy's. Glad they added that. Quincy's needed some content. And they also got a brand new legendary Rapier weapon, which I think will be pretty good on Kendo or Speed. It should have fast M1s and a decent crit. Custom hair color token, that's been out already. But this is pretty huge. Custom clothing ID. So you could have, if you go to the barber, you can change your clothing now to be whatever you want on different slots instead of it always being whatever you're currently wearing. So if you want to have a slot that's like Batman with that hair, you could be that. It's pretty good. Quality of life. KT's global elo reset. So they finally fixed, I think, like the ranks. There's some people with ranks. There's like a ranked bug or something with people having elo. And I think if you gave a friend elo, you could just... you wouldn't lose as much, so you could both be like super high rank without really losing anything. Stat window, I showed that earlier. Page counter, I saw that earlier. Accessory buff descriptions, I mean, it's no different. They already showed it before. I don't know what this does. I don't know. I'm assuming this will actually show you how your boss elixir XP is helping you in boss raids, but I have to test it later. Cybernetic vanity button, pretty huge. I think it's going to be kind of annoying though to go into a match and then not know what your opponent is using. It's like going into it not seeing what weapon they have, but not really a big change. I did Pity Street counter to Clan Wars. I can finally see myself getting a soul ticket. Yay. Attempt to fix where you can't join out. That's huge for Clan Wars. This is really annoying. I hope they fixed the bug where they made it so if you go in, you're not in a party sometimes, because that is a very annoying one. Mobile is draggable UI. This is huge for my mobile players out there. I don't know how you guys do it, but keep it up. Remove grips and... okay, these are some crazy changes. They are making progression a lot easier. It's already pretty easy as is, but I don't think this was necessary, but whatever, it's fine. Hero is enabled by default. That's a good change. For ranked at least, sometimes we're forgetting. Partial rest, this is a good change here. This one's actually good. Proper sensitivity adjustment for controller players. I don't know how you play this on controller. Again, they're making progression a lot easier. This one's good if you're transferring. If you're ever trading money, it's a pain. Trader and Wandin, that doesn't matter. Just go KT. This is huge. Makes it so you can actually see what you have. And you can also see what you're wearing now with this one. It's pretty good. The Fent skill boxes have been patched. No. Fix dagger crit, breaking your character. Don't use dagger. Fix scythe crit. There's a stupid one where you get infinite crit and basically one-shot your Bankai or anybody who's around. This one's alright. That was kind of annoying if you use Versh. It's the Quincy Keto move, the black arrow. Sometimes it just wouldn't teleport you. Fix these to not give soul style and crits. Whoa, that's huge. That's a pretty big nerf. Or no, that's a buff actually, sorry. I thought it said it wouldn't give them soul style. Fix delayed crossing. My Kendo players out there are rejoicing right now. Siphon of Ray, Ronkar, floating entities fixed. Quincy Spirit Bow not firing. Yep, that's a pretty okay change. They fixed proficiency variant having hero by default. I think what they mean here is sometimes if you're a proficiency variant and you popped mode, like on Pantera or Slash, you would have hero, which is kind of overpowered because you have hero and proficiency variant. I think that's what that is. I hope they fix all rerolls saying what you got, because if you're ever rerolling something, it doesn't say anything, or at least it used to not. This one is helpful. It's, if you hit a teammate on accident, you're trying to do, especially missions. Hit your teammate on accident, then you gotta kill him. Hovering over combat text shows how many seconds. Ooh, that's awesome. Rising core now stops you at a wall, so no more cheesing your Bankai, guys. Reduce requirements to get shifts. I don't know why they're making this so much easier. Might have been that bad. Remove the cooldowns for a lot of things and reduce the requirements for most stuff. Very unlucky, because I just did 3 slots of progression, a Quincy, SR, and a Ronkar. Should have just waited. whatever. Fixed mission board, sometimes they wouldn't work. Pretty good. And they reduced requirements for visor, so they across the board made everything easier. Balancing slightly buffed Crown of Legends. I think this is the top 10 ranked item. This won't affect many people here. Buffed health packs from mode. I think this was unnecessary. Buffing mode even more. Diagram 1 reduced, piety increased. This one is huge, especially for Berserk. It's so stupid how big it is. Once they get under, I think 30% HP, it's like, its radius is insane. Ginray crit only explodes. This is a huge nerf to Q-Keto and every single Quincy out there, because this is genuinely insane. You used to be able to throw it behind people, and there's really no counterplay for it. You're not going to be able to flick behind, block that, and then block the ability they're throwing at you afterwards. No counterplay. Flavor has a wind-up sound. Thank God. Spalton buffed. Theater counter puts other cooldowns on CD. I think they also went across the board and made every counter put shrift ones on CD, so there's no more double counters. Like, I was running Arrogante 4520. It's kind of stupid. 2 counters, you can just win by countering alone. Quincy Marsama rebuffed, so they have the hyper armor after the first hit. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. All Shikais get put on when another counter is used. Waterfall Dance is parryable. Big nerf to speed, I think. They're kicking a dead horse. Whatever. So Ice Neutral crit nerfed, finally. Buff Cutlass. 3 Cutlass players are probably rejoicing at that, but... 7th Thunder nerfed, and Razor's Edge nerfed. Good. Good riddance. Bionic was nerfed. It's fair, I think. It had a pretty stupid hitbox. Flower Passage cancels if countered. Good. Moved passive posture from clans. Give them a bit more posture and Ryotsu, that's alright. Reduced Blood Shikai HP regen. No way they nerfed it again. Ardent Heat CD reduced. Some fire buffs all around, it seems. I saw Siphon crit damage reduced. Good. It's doing insane work for a medic weapon. I think this is also another... Yeah, these two are, I think, fire buffs. The fire Shikai buffs. Echo damage nerfed. Healing increased. Bird. Pretty sure that's Vamp. Blood Edge ground hitbox increased. Wow, they rebuffed Blood Edge. Nice. Antithesis crit distance increased. Hitbox increased. Pretty good. Kageoni wind up a bit. Fade. Wait, is this compulsory buff is crazy. Alright, now this one I think is really bad. This is the Quincy Q Keto skill. Unless they changed it, as far as I know, it still does true 10% damage. And also, when you use it, it only puts your style bar back to A. So it is basically like Black Flash on Quincy Keto with Zweiss and that Ginray thing. It's so stupid. And they increased the damage. I don't know why they did that. And it has a short cooldown. I think it's like 30 seconds or something like that. I was able to pop it like around 3 to 2 times in a fight. I don't know why they did that. Increased stun on rain. High Shalig. I don't know. I'm not pronouncing that. Damage increase. It's alright. Reduced Crescent Relief hitbox. Finally. They've reduced it already. But this should make it more fair to play against. Because there are many times when you're outside of it and it does not look like it's going to hit you. Increased Black Claw windup. Another nerf to speed. Wow. Okay. Reduce posture damage on Quincy Abject and fix the tracking. Good. Inked damage debuff reduced. I didn't even know it had a damage debuff. At least they've nerfed that though. It's kind of annoying to fight, especially if they pop Bankai and that little shrine. Shadow Pull windup increased. Reduced buff duration on imbalance. Reduced buff duration on balance. Alright, whatever. That's a bit if you're above 50% HP, I think. Star Flash doesn't knock back if the guard breaks now. Huge buff to Superstar, because you can't actually combo extend off it, but now you might be able to. Reduce Zero Salvo and lag. Buffing around Keto is crazy. Rising Core actually does some damage. I think that's like a 50% buff right there. Might have to start using it again, but I think you should be using Split Gate and going for that True Pierce, because it does a lot more than this. But Horizon Core is easier to land. So, Splitting Thunder posture damage reduced, Scorching Shot wind up increased, Spirit Gun hitbox and posture damage scales on charge and moves faster. Zero Palm damage reduced, good. Spirit does stupid amount of damage, especially with Medic. It's actually really off meta, but it's really good. If you put a Discord thing on them, then you Zero Palm, it does like, I think it did like more than half a bar to me. It's kind of crazy. Decompose doesn't knock back if you guard break them with it now. Improved tracking on Feeding Frenzy, partial dive. A nerf to Shark, finally. partial cascada damage and hitbox slightly increased. Mirror now has end lag on whiff. A nerf to ice, good. Phoenix scene base now creates an Abby's troll. Running out of Phoenix Res allows you to keep on to more troll. And he may see doesn't guard break on pole. This is a good nerf, but the Benhime say Ray cost being halved, I think is an overall buff for this, especially with Benhime Keto. If you do Crescent Relief into Benhime say, it's like a bar of damage. It's really stupid. So they ended up buffing Benhime with that. Acid changes, I don't think these were necessary other than this Acid Z now moving you forward in full res. Acid, like I shown in my last video, is still pretty good. It's actually insane. Like the Acid Z move, if you're close enough, it's true into basically any move. You can do Acid Z into Rising Swallow, Acid Z into Sonata, and it does like half a bar, I'm pretty sure, in that with its burn. It's insane. Light should be parryable anymore, so these are just straight up buffs. I don't know why they did that. Death dealing, they made it so Gift Bad makes it so you can actually move inside of it. It's 9 to 10 though, I don't know how much difference that is. Duration nerfed, cooldown decreased 20 to 27. That's not even a nerf or a buff. Our Gift Ball True Stun reduced, good. Oh, I actually missed 2 codes. Yeah, alright, whatever. I'm gonna have to put that at the beginning of the video now.